Hey everybody, it's me, Kicker, and you're back for another episode of Kicking It with Kicker. Let's go for a walk. Show you what I've been up to. Front pump is in this bolt, and the threads that it threads into needed chased out, and I put a longer bolt in it. I had to take this one up one size completely, and the rest of them are still solid, so the whole front pump had to be whole front pump had to be rebuilt. So I had to find all my good pieces out of everything I had left, and I think I did. And here's what happened. That bushing went bad. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to get a shot of it. I had the flashlight here. Sorry about that. I think that might have been neighbors in the background. Hope I'm still recording. Yeah. Doesn't do very good. Well, that's terrible. Can't do both at the same time. It's tore up is what I'm trying to get at. It's tore up as I'll get out. Yep. So anyway, it was terrible. It had pieces off of the head of this bolt. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. I think I showed it to you in one of those other videos already, but it should be laying here with the rest of them. Might have missed it. Might be buried under there somewhere. But anyway, the whole head of it was gone. Where the front pump had been spinning against it, it had backed out. So I had to completely rebuild that whole front pump in this center section. And I used the good half, the front part of it, off of this one. Smoothed everything out, my input shaft, and got all of that stuff ready to go. Got the pan sealed up and put on it, and it's curing right at the moment. And I want to let it sit kind of right there where it's at and let it continue to cure for another hour or two. It's been curing for about an hour and a half now, I guess. So I want to let it cure a little longer before I put the weight of the transmission on the gasket itself, because I got it sandwiched. I have the rubber gasket on the metal pan and the cork gasket RTV to it. So it's room temperature vulcanization paste, so it only needs to cure at room temperature. And I think I'm pretty close to it setting where I want it to set. And I'm going to let it set a little while longer. Like I said, before I put any more weight on it, undue weight. Hey, check that out. You know what I'm going to say, it's 555 on the 1970 Computron. 555 on the Computron. Wow. You guys are like, what the heck just happened? That guy was like, hey man, your video was so shaky it ruined it in my opinion. I said, thanks for the comment. At least it was a comment. Yeah. I didn't get mad at him. Why get mad? It was, speaking his mind, and people should be allowed to speak their mind. And I agreed with him. I wish I wouldn't have been so shaky either. Sorry about that. Hope that intentional whoop-de-doo and roundy house that I just took you on a ride for there didn't disturb your epilepsy. If that's the case, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to send you into any kind of rhythmic seizures. I wouldn't do that intentionally. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna ramble. That's what I do. That's what I do. I ramble. I'm gonna talk some more. So here's what I want to talk about. This is the last piece. So I'm gonna get this guy and that guy sandwiched up and get these junk parts off of the bench. Got a quart in that guy ready to go. So I'm not gonna say any more. That's all I'm gonna say right there. What is today anyway? I wonder what today is. Let's take a look real quick. It's Sunday, October the 9th, and this one says it's 5:55. The CompuCron is off by this one. It says the CompuCron is 3 minutes fast. You sucker. So it's almost 2 minutes fast. Almost 3 minutes. Dang, I'm gonna have to reset the CompuCron. It's all, well, it's close. It doesn't keep time very well, I guess, anymore, so probably have to fiddle fart with it once or twice a year. You know, that's what old things do. They fiddle fart. Man, I tell you what, I wanted to show you guys something. Let's go for a walk. Told you I live on Action Street. That's pretty cool, wasn't it? This is what I wanted to show you. I got that tree cut down. All of it. Got my hill cleaned up. Got my air conditioner all cleaned up again. Like the 5th time I've cleaned my air conditioner this year, and I got most of that hill stomped flat and cleaned up and thrown down there. If I have to mow one more time, I'll mulch all that stuff up when I mow it. Yep, so should be good for winter. Hey, go check that out. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Never know what you're going to see here on Action Street. I'm getting ready to have some fun. And with that, I might add some more to this, and I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, we're back. This is the newest item on the list. This is the culprit. Caused all that trouble. Found it, so I figured I'd show it to you again. Yep, there he is. He's going up there in the collection somewhere. Hope to remedy my fuel line situation somehow and get that on there. And got this guy set up with a chain on it here. So I'm hoping that those two dowel pin holes. Hold the weight just enough to get everything up out of the hole that it's in down there, and then set everything down right here in that hole that I made for it. So got you guys on the charger, and so I'm gonna try to figure out a spot for you. I think that might be a pretty good spot. Okay. Alright then, I guess I'll try. I'm not able to get everything up out of there high enough. I hope so. I've been down here since about 10 o'clock this morning, so it's 9 now, so that's 11 hours I've been down here. Had a break every couple of hours. Had to sit down a couple of times and just let my back rest. It's typical. But I know my limits now, and I can't go for too long at a time. I gotta take a break. I'm just about at that point where I'm ready to take a break, but I've managed to get one load of laundry washed, dried, and upstairs, and partially laid out so that it can finish drying, because a couple of them still had just that little bit of damp left on them. So I got them laying out to dry, and as you can hear, I've got a load in the dryer drying at the moment. Probably ought to go check on that real quick, actually. I forgot that I had laundry going, so I'm going to pause right here for a second. I'll be right back and we'll finish this up. This is still Sunday, the 9th of October. It's 9:17 now. Got my washing machine and dryer on hold for a moment so that we can do this. And I got the crane set up over here. Ready to go. I don't know which side I should try to do this from, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to try to stay on this side of it. evenly shot correctly. Got her wedged over there against my carburetor. There you go. Little fella. Trying to be difficult tonight. Come on down. There you go. That little crane is so handy. Now after I'm finished with everything, I can bring the crane back over here and put my chains around it a different way and pick it up and then set it on the floor on the jack. This little crane's pretty handy. Saves me a lot of backache, and I'm not able to lift that anymore. If it wasn't for that crane, I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff. Yeah, small blessings. Got to work with what you got. Make do. Alright. Let's see if we can coax this little feller on back over here out the way. Come on now. Yep. Yep. Ah. Now I'm just going to leave that part right there. Yep, I don't have to mess with it anymore. And it's out of the way. Alright, would you look at that? I don't want to use my good rag for that. I want to use this old raggedy rag for that. Had my radio on down here for the most part today, but I don't even remember singing along to very many of them. Maybe only one or two. Alright, here we go. Not our first rodeo, is it, bud? No. Okay, I turn this. Take it to the park. Oh, right there. There it is. Uh-oh. 9:25, making good time. Be doing that soon. Firing it up. Okay. What I have here is the clip that goes onto the tail shaft for the speedometer gear. And it rides right inside that notch, that detent that's inside the poly gear. And they kind of slide on together as a unit. Kind of a fun little deal here. This guy goes on just like that. Kind of go down. Alright then, I don't remember how I did it. What I do. Almost there. There it is. That's it, right there. Bam. Okay. Teeth are locked. That's all I'm looking for, right there. Show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so those teeth have to be locked on there. And looking pretty good, I think. Keep you guys in the shot here. Alright. Now we got to get this, and this, and this taken care of. Hey everybody, we're back. It's 10:17, but it's actually 2.5 minutes fast, so it's actually like 2:14 and a half. Alright, I got a spot made for you here. Let's see if we can bring you along for the ride. Had to clean the phone because that last video just shut down on me. And I don't know if I got everything in the shot there, but we're going to go with that. Alright, what I've got going on here is the transmission mount. This is a fabricated piece that I fabricated while I was at one of the job shops that I used to work with. And they used the oval slotting head, stamped that slot right out in one shot. Pow! And then just took it over to the brake and bent it. Bob's your uncle. Easy peasy Japanesey when you got them presses. An awful long-winded bolt to have in there, but I tell you what, it's supposed to be that long. I'm gonna put some really cool music behind most of this stuff to drown out that dryer in the background. So in order to keep this video from getting too long, I'm gonna finish up here doing this little bit of last minute stuff. Waiting for my laundry, so can't really get in too big of a hurry until that task is finished. So I don't want to get set down and comfortable and then have to get right back up, is kind of what I'm saying. So I've been cleaning as I go. You'll never want to over torque that right there. Once I got it to snug and my lock washer was collapsed, just with those couple of taps I probably put about 85 inch-pounds, which is probably somewhere around 10 or 15 foot-pounds maybe. 8,500 inch-pounds, maybe more, is what I just put on it. You don't ever want to overstress those bosses into that aluminum with that steel bolt. And both of those bolts were lubed with tranny fluid before I put them in there. Just a little mechanical philosophy by Kicker. Man, this job went nice and smoothly today. I am more than happy with the progress that was made today, and now that the transmission is ready to go back in, that's exactly what is next on the list. So I'm gonna get this transmission off of the bench and onto the board. And I have a board made with a cutout for that bolt right there in the pan. If I didn't take the shot, kind of shot. So now that that thing is on there and torqued, we can set this thing right back on the pan. Okay, there we go. One finished and completed Turbo 350 ready to install, and the only thing left is to put the torque converter in it, but I'll wait to put the torque converter in it until I get it down on the floor. A little easier to balance that weight, and I have to worry about the torque converter sliding out on you when you're lifting it up with the crane and setting it down on the floor. So I think that's probably where I'm gonna shut this video down. If you want to stick around, I'm probably gonna put about maybe 5 minutes of footage of yesterday, Saturday the 8th of October. The no headlight Banshee Boogeyman was out last night, making that monster scream, and I caught a few minutes of it. I don't know how many minutes of it. A couple of them are pretty long. I might shorten them up a little bit and give you just the best pieces of what he was doing last night. And yeah, Action Street was busy, so I'll put that right at the very end of this video. And like always, you've been kicking it with Kicker, and I'm Kicker, your host. I appreciate you watching, and stick around. We're going to get this fella put right back in Noisy Boy, and who knows what's next. Stick around for the next episode. Alright, later.